So that's a fabulous performance, isn't it, from the world #1. Now we have mixed doubles third round action as Shintaro Ikeda and Reiko Shiota, the #15 seeds, take on Britain's last hopes, Chris Adcock and Imogen Bankier, the Englishman and the Scots lady, who are flying the flag. As with all these matches today, it's a quarter-final place up for grabs, and Adcock and Bankier have already caused an upset or two. Comfortably through against Toby and Grace Gow of Canada in round 1, but in round 2 yesterday, Morton, they beat Songpan and Kanchala, and they showed some great spirit, some bad calls that didn't put them off, some bad serves as well at the wrong moments, but they still came through.
Yeah, good spirits, very good spirits. Both of them are good fighters, and I'm really looking forward to this match. I must say, this is actually one of the matches of the day, I think, in my book. So,
just a quick word from you, obviously being a world #1 in the men's singles for so long and having competed at the top of the game. What did you just make of Lee Chong-wei's performance?
But it was outstanding. But you know, I don't completely understand it from Park's point of view. I know he can play much better than that. I know Chong-wei played really well, and that, you know, you can't take anything away from him. But I still need, you know, that fighting spirit. I'm going to show him. I'm going to try to win as many points as possible and all that. You know, for me, it looked like he was accepting 10 and 5.
Yeah. Well,
from my point of view.
Yeah. Well, one thing we'll see is plenty of fight from Adcock and Bankier here. World rank #20, but they've only been together just over a year, and they have produced some brilliant performances in their time together, not least at the All England Championships, where they beat this pair of Ikeda and Shiota in straight games.
Yep. They did, and that must have been the last one they played against them, or the only one.
That's the only time, yeah.
That's the only one they played. But I don't know. I must say, it's just a gut feeling. I think the Japanese pair is slight favourite to win.
Well, you would, obviously you look at the seedings, you look at the experience they have, and that would suggest to be the case. Ikeda and Shiota, who have already beaten the Austrian pair of Zikvad and Baldov very easy as well yesterday. It was a terrific performance from them, 21-9, 21-10. Formed their partnership in 2009 after both their men's doubles and women's doubles partners retired after Beijing. They're yet to win a title together, but they have reached 3 finals. Quarter-finalists most recently at the US Open. Both medalists at World Championships previously. So, as we suggested, plenty of experience, plenty of capability. It should be a terrific match.
Yeah, a lot of... I think the key to the match is how well Imogen is able to control the net. How well she can sort of get into it and really make her mark, and that's going to be the key factor in my book.
It's Indian umpire Uday Saini, who's the umpire here, and Su Young Go is the service judge from Malaysia. Well, it's fascinating from a British perspective, because these are the last 2 British players left in the competition. And Chris Adcock was talking, you know, obviously Robertson and Warwick were the big names coming into the week from the mixed doubles. They lost in the first round, surprisingly. And Adcock admitted that it acted as a spur for them to keep the flag flying. And more importantly, they want to qualify for the Olympics at the expense of Robertson and Warwick. So even though they're teammates, you know, it's an individual sport.
But that's the name of the game. That's the rules. I think that's not a lot of people understand that, you know, every Monday they're on the training court together. They work together Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then they play finals on Sunday, and then Monday morning again they train together. And it is so difficult that, you know, you're training mates, but you're also competitors when it comes to playing tournaments. And that cocktail can be quite lethal at times.
So lots to play for here, but most importantly, a quarter-final place.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Shintaro Ikeda and Reiko Shiota, Japan. And on my left, Adcock and Imogen Bankier, Scotland. Imogen Bankier to serve to Shiota Ikeda. Love all, play.
Well, here we go. This could be a great roller coaster ride. That's the first point taken by Shiota at the net.
One love.
As you say, control of that net, very important, Morten.
It is. We saw it from the word go. This is important. Control of the net, you win.
2 love. Service over. 1, 2. Service over. 3, 1.
Apart from her mistake with the serve, it's been a very good start from Shiota.
It has. It really has.
Service over. 2, 3. Service over. 4, 3.
That's well played by the Japanese there. Really tricking Imogen into a difficult situation. And this is where sometimes I would like, again, we're talking from a coach point of view, that Adcock is adding some more pressure on this. It's too soft. I know but you know, he's had a good chance there, and he could really have been doing something with it. And he chose, obviously, the soft one. Okay, you can do that sometimes. It was in the net, but you never see him really hit it from there.
Is that because he doesn't think he's powerful enough?
I think so. But he's got to work on it, and he's got to try some more. But I've obviously seen from a coach point of view.
Snaffled up there by Ikeda.
4.
And a similar result from Adcock's.
5, 6.
Quickly reacting.
Service over. 7, 5.
That was well played by Ikeda. It's tempting both of the British players to go for it. That's really lucky, but I must say, very well played. It was right of him to go down the line on this one coming here. That smash is really correctly played. Lucky to get it over, hit the tape and all that, but the shot was really good.
scoreline doesn't lie here. It is pretty much a reflection on what we've seen in these opening exchanges between these four players.
Yes, I totally agree. The Japanese pair has been in control and is, as we can see, 9-5 up.
Time for a little bit of resilience here from Adcock and Bankier. Not that.
It happens. There's so much pressure on that serve. They have to be extremely accurate. Oh, that's the other way around. Hit the tape, but over, in, everything, you know. It's look at that.
You sometimes feel it's fated when that kind of thing happens.
It is. You're jinxed on other occasions.
And 11-6 then that interval lead.
And here we see Coach Jubon Park. He's actually not from Japan, he's from Korea. And used to be, obviously, a fantastic player himself. He was winning everything in doubles and mixed, and possibly the one that's won the most in the whole world for many years. Fantastic player.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Play. 12-6.
That's pretty good.
That was very good.
That's well played by Adcock. Stepping into it, really crossing it with such a pace. Good defensive work.
And it could be so easy to be put off by the recovery skills of Ikeda.
Yep.
But they kept their concentration. Well, 3 points in a row.
Service over, 13-8.
Yeah, there's a little bit more aggression.
Yes, it was short, but that's actually what I'm looking for, you know, that aggression. It's very short, but he's killing it well.
Well, it's been a good response since the interval. Just started, I get the feeling they're just starting to get into the match now properly.
Yeah, they are also a lot more aggressive now and scoring in their attacks. So yes, it's a bonus now.
Service over,
That's always a problem in doubles and mixed doubles. the fact that if your opponent's having a lead of 3 or even 4 points, it's very difficult to catch up because it tends to go, points tends to go with the serve. And it's really difficult to get a break of 3 or 4 points.
Service 11-14.
So we look at it now. The Japanese, they were serving, they lost the point. Now it's the British pair. Let's see if they can score on their own serve. They didn't manage to do it either, but they had the chance. They got out of the service situation really well, but did lose the rally at the end. But
there was a chance there for Bankier, wasn't there?
Exactly. So that was not a typical rally, so to speak. But let's see now the Japanese, can they score a point on their serve? As you can see, it very much goes with the receiver. And the Japanese well out with that one.
16-11.
Even a little clash of the rackets there did stop them from winning the point.
Service 12-16.
But the Japanese pair still having this cushion of 4 points. So it's really make or break now for the British pair. They have to get a break. They have to get 2, 3, 4, even 4 points now.
Service 17-12.
Just long.
18-12.
But it's not the British pair here having the run. It's
No.
the Japanese pair that are stringing the points together.
Yeah, 3 so far.
Service for ball.
It happens a lot
Service
when you decide to flick the serve.
19.
You very often get faulted. You hit it either too high above the waist, or your racket is horizontal and it's supposed to be in a downwards direction. That's good. That's good attacking play here.
And even if they are to lose this game, which looks likely, they've got to maintain these kind of tactics now for game 2.
They have to gain a little bit of confidence from this set, even though they most likely lose it. They have to bring some confidence away from this set and say, okay, we ended well, we can do it now, and then get into the second set and really do well there. That's important. It's important to get these points.
Well, this is a nice little run as far as the British pair are concerned, even if it might be
16-19.
a little too late for them. You never know.
Yeah, 3 in a row here.
make that 4.
Yeah.
But as yet, even though they're making this run, Bankier yet hasn't really been able to dominate the net, has she?
No, she hasn't, let's say, out of the 17 points, maybe made 1 or 2 winners.
Yeah.
That's all.
She got to try and keep this serve going. Famous last words.
Service over. 20.
Game points.
Point, 17.
The curse of the commentator.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's good serving.
So the Japanese pair of Ikeda and Shiota take the opening game.
Yeah, good rally.
17.
Really nice play. That should have been a winner. Really well picked up by the British pair. And that was a bit of a tricky shot. Shouldn't be playing shots like that in a situation like that. No, it's too crucial, it's too close. And again, going back to Park Ju-bong, he's very much the man that is responsible for how well Japan is playing over the past 3, 4, 5 years. He's been there, I think, the past 6 years, and the Japanese players are really improving a lot on the world scene.
Still gets us in it.
Yeah.
Especially off her serve.
When it's slightly higher, we can just punch it into that back corner. It's like a set play. Remember where we're smashing? We used to smash across the body into our left hip. Yeah. We just got to play through it. Yeah. Just relax. Use all the core. Relax that. Yeah. When you plan that way, you're more relaxed.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Adcock and Bankier here. Seeing their hopes dwindle in that opening game.
Second game.
But it was a hard-fought winning game as far as the Japanese pair were concerned.
Service over. 1 love.
Play. Well played by Adcock. That's good.
That's interesting. The coach at the interval was saying to Chris Adcock, aim at her left hip. And that's 2 smashes now early in this second game. It's been at her left hip.
Yeah, she's waiting with her forehand ready. And obviously the backhand seems to be the weaker point.
Service over. 1, 2. All.
That was good. Well, they say they enjoy being on court together, practicing together, and it's a combination that's clicked well in a short time. Adcock actually was playing in the men's doubles as well, and then he lost against the number 5 pairs with Andy Ellis, the Koreans of Sung Hyun Kyo and Yeon Seung Yu.
3-4.
That was last night. Good flick serve, wasn't it? Just long.
The Japanese pair is a little bit too defensive at the moment, and they're paying for it.
5-3.
Adcock has been able to score some easy winners, and for the Japanese pair, it's really a matter of getting back into an attacking mode.
Service 4-5.
They're looking to attack straight away.
Yes.
Service 6-4.
Well, a little pause here, and you can hear the applause elsewhere. The 2009 world champions from Denmark just been knocked out more.
They lost 21-19 in the third set to a pair from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, lost to Chen and Cheng, have Thomas Leben and Camilo Retuyo, but of course Thomas only just coming back from a long injury layoff.
Yeah, but to me they looked a bit like haven't really got the spirit, sort of lost it a little bit, so it's something they have to go home and work on.
But also, of course, in the mixed doubles.
That's good.
Imogen's back in action.
Oh, well played, both pairs, really good rally.
Service 5-6.
Now we see the Japanese pair more in action, more attacking play. And they all back to square one, 6-all. Nice return, good return.
Service 7-6.
That's a nice clear, well played by Chris Adcock.
8-6.
That's good. Well covered by Imogen Bankier there. Making sure the cross flat play did not pass.
9-6.
That's good. Really well played.
Yeah, showing more of this fighting spirit, Adcock and Bankier. And I mentioned at the start of the game, I think it was 9-5 in the opening game, how the score is reflecting what we were seeing, and the Japanese pair were very dominant. They looked a little classier.
Yeah.
Right now, it's very even, isn't it? You know, there's, obviously the English and the Scottish pair here are out in front, but you're in a contest now where you're not sure which way it's going to go.
Absolutely, but the British pair has really got a good break here. It was 6-all, and then scoring 4 points in a row is really a good break in doubles.
That's what you were stressing in the first game, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah, it can be tough for the Japanese pair now to catch up. Very understandable. He's unhappy with that shot. Nowhere near. He's had a great opportunity and completely missed it.
Great opportunities to then get a block in the attack. Yeah. When you're defending,
4 points the interval lead for the unseeded pair of Adcock and Bankier.
smashes and then you drive and then you drive back. Yeah. You have to go high lift and you smash it. Maybe try high lift again or just walk across.
Sure, yeah.
Don't want to get into the drive again.
Yeah.
Yeah? Remember, use the rear corners. All right, that's the key. Is making
hand
the
up.
corner.
Code 1, 20 seconds.
Angle on that smash.
Code 1, 20 seconds.
World number 2's in action at the moment as well, isn't he, Morton?
Yes, Lindan is having a very good match against Lee Hyun-il from Korea, and it's 15-14 for Lindan in the first set. But I have to admit, I've sort of been looking a little bit on that side now and again, and they have had some great rallies. They really play well.
Everywhere at the moment. It's fantastic in this arena. There's four courts, and every court's really seeing some dramatic badminton, and it's the same here. This mixed doubles contest finally poised.
Service 8-11.
Great serve.
Yes,
9-11.
it's a good flick. So it sounds a bit harsh and cruel what I'm going to say now, but Imogen has just costed the pair two points. She missed on her defense, and she now missed on return of serve here. And that's where I think that Adcock should not be going cross court to such a strong lady. You know, he's out of balance and he's going cross court. He knows this is trouble, so he should have opted out for a straight shot.
Been a good response since the interval, hasn't it, from Ikeda and Shiota. 4 straight points, and it's all tied up again in this second game.
Good serve.
13-11.
Let's have a look at this then.
It's hard to say from this angle. It's not the. It's definitely in on the one line, but it's more on the middle line, which is a problem. Well, I thought it was good. So, in my book, the right decision.
So we saw it, 12-13.
That smash there, Chris could have opted to go all the way across because, again, Shiota was waiting with her forehand. That must be a winner.
Almost got it back though.
Yeah. Not sharp enough for the net there, Imogen. It's the sitter. It must be a winner, and still there was a fair chance of the Japanese pair to get it back.
A little bit of hesitancy, wasn't there?
Absolutely.
I mean, these are big points though, so you can understand it in some respect.
Yeah. It's not that I don't understand, we're just sort of looking at it.
So we saw it, 13-14.
And for those who do not follow this, we can say that Linda now won the first set 21-16 against Lee Gunia. That's a good follow-in.
Service over, 15-13.
Oh, Bankier and Adcock going to be able to take this one into a third and decisive set.
Good flick serve.
Again, at a crucial point in the game, it's been a run of points that have given them
16-13.
a little bit of a cushion.
Service over, 14-16.
Things have tightened up somewhat again now, haven't they?
Excellent return. Really tight. Well played.
Service over, 17-15.
Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Another one that caught the net.
18-15.
That's the kind of breaks you sometimes need to win these matches.
Well, a little bit fortuitous, but once again it's a 3-point lead now for the British pair. 3 more points to make it 1 apiece. Make that 2 more. in the last set she wasn't getting into it. In this set, she's becoming a little more dominant, and it's game points for the British pair of Bankier and Adcock.
Game point 15.
The crowd now sucked in on this match. It's one set apiece. A quarter-final place at stake.
Second game won by Adcock and Imogen Bankier, 21-15.
21-15. Look at the joy. Well, it's a home championship. They're in London.
Yeah, you're anticipating his little pushes. He's trying to play low literally, and you're going for those.
Yes.
Yeah, being active. Keep going into that take. Yeah, it's working really well. Angles from the back. Yeah. Angles from the back, and then he gets impatient. We know that, and he tries to create. And that's when you can come off and look for the little pokes through. Yeah. The game became very much about the start of the rally. First 3 shots were really important.
As soon as we attack.
Right, yeah. So it's very important that we get the upper hand and we in-fight, keep hustling them at the start of the point to try and get the initiative at the beginning of the rally. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what the game's about.
네, 이거 번호 찬스 나요. 번호 찬스 시카리. 어? 이치 게임인데 풀을 될 거예요. 풀을 돼. 기모치 있대. 파이팅 있대. 어?
Okay, just keep relaxed, keep calm.
Code 1, 20 seconds.
Well, you're better than them, was the last words that
20 seconds.
Adcock and Bankier heard. It's been an enthralling clash. We thought it would be a tight
Final
run
game.
thing.
Love all. Play.
And now all is up for grabs. Who can make the decisive move in this third and final set? It's long.
One love.
It's good of him in that one. Cutting it off, adding the pressure. Well played.
To the net from Shiota.
Love.
First couple of points go Bankier and Adcock's way, and for the first time in the match, they are leading.
That's good of Imogen now. She's really taking charge
3
at the net.
love.
That's well anticipated. It's good play.
How many big events in Denmark did you play in, and what difference did it make to you, Morten, in fact that you were in front of your home crowd?
It means a lot, and it was also a fantastic feeling to play here at Wembley in London with the British crowd. I must say I had tremendous support when I was playing here. It was actually much more here than when I was playing back in Denmark. So
I don't believe that.
that's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, they're on a bit of a run here, aren't they, Adcock and Bankier?
Yeah. They are an aggressive pair.
They're on a crest of a wave and they just don't want to get off because they've now established a 5-point lead right at the start of this decisive third set. They can smell victory.
They can. That's good. It's good for European badminton. That's what the coaches said, don't do that.
They're hanging in.
Yes, but don't do that. And now you see why.
It was a little desperate defending, wasn't it?
Yes. The Japanese pair is very, very strong in all the flat interchanges.
So Ikeda and Shiota off the mark in this third set. The crowd behind them and the lead they've got, they just look so energized, don't they? Ikeda and Shiota really just got to try and get that momentum swinging back their way. This is a big stage for Bankier and Adcock. And right now they're producing.
I have a sneaky feeling the Japanese pair knows they have to pull up the socks. They have to do something here. There is a lot of urgency in what they were doing there. So I think, you know, Adcock and Bankier really have to watch out now. If they can hold it for, let's say, a very good lead, 11-5, 11-6, they're obviously standing a very good chance of winning the match, but they have to watch out now. That's good.
And you'll notice the yells are getting a little louder at every point.
Exactly, they know it's crunch time.
Every point is a little closer to the finishing line. Great rally.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's really, really good play. Both pairs really seeking the initiative.
bit of carpet tape, I think, required there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, some being called for. Because, of course, you've got to be careful that there's no injuries to anyone. Not they should be too far out that wide.
But the tape has got to be really, really strong to keep that kind of pressure, stand pressure. When the players are jumping out of the court and even maybe catching onto the carpet, the tape have to be really strong.
So a little mini interval. 2 points short, really, and just a matter of now of keeping concentrated. The momentum at the moment, certainly with Adcock and Bankier, but as you say, Ikeda and Shiota just looked like they were really trying to step it up, as if this is their chance now, really. Otherwise, it's going to be gone.
It's interesting to see what's happening after such a mini break we had here, because obviously both pairs is a little bit on a roll in a way. You know, the Japanese really trying to catch up now. The English pair has been playing really well. But suddenly a mini break, and what's going to happen after that? Who is able to focus the best?
Well, it's 10-4 now.
10-4.
One more point and we can have another little interval.
Service over, 5-10.
The serve into the net, the pressure on Shiota. And you said, you know, 11-5, 11-6, that would be a very healthy margin to take to the interval, and that's what they've got.
Yep. As I usually say, when we are in a situation like this, I do the coaching, 11-5 up. If you look at the next 4 points, just focus on the next 4 points and look at it and see if you can win that 3-1. So you're like 14-6 up. You actually won the match. It's really, really difficult for the others to get that.
Yep.
So instead of looking at, you know, how to get to 21, you actually have to focus on just the 4 next points.
20 seconds.
Makes a huge difference in your approach and how you look at it.
Yeah, psychological, isn't it? Well, it's been an enthralling contest so far.
11-5, play.
Is it going to be plain sailing through to the quarters now? Or is it going to be a match that swings back Japan's way? Well, that's one of the 4 points you were talking about, Morton.
Yep.
Clever. Brilliant.
Yeah, good play.
Managed to adapt so well.
13-5.
8-point advantage. 2:30. Certainly not the hardest or the quickest of the week, but it's still a point-winning smash.
Service over, 6-13.
so well, didn't he? Ikeda to dig that one out.
Yeah. That's well played, you know, covering the forehand with the backhand in this defense, and it's not easy. Not an easy shot.
8-13.
Well, 3 points in a row here from Ikeda and Shiota. And a much needed little run for them. But right now it's just a mini run. They need it to become a dominant one.
I've seen.
What's going on there, Morton?
Just arguing about changing the shuttle. The English pair wanted to change the shuttle and the Japanese pair did not want it. And the umpire ruled with the British pair.
Tension for Chris Adcock. You can see it. That's a couple of shots now into the net.
9.
Yep, they have to watch out. They had a good lead, 11-5.
And that was 13-5 as well. It's 4 points in a row here. But they are ended. That's more like it. Not easy to stay loose, is it, when, you know, such a big achievement is just around the corner. Got to focus on each point rather than, you know, what's at stake.
Results, yes.
So hard to do.
Yeah,
Of course, you did that so well, Morton.
Easier said than done.
And obviously, the more you do it, the easier that, I suppose, does become.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Yeah.
Yes. Get used to the pressure. You get to know yourself really well. You know how it all works and what to do.
But
obviously, it does get.
But this was a pair that, coming into these World Championships, weren't winning matches. I mean, I mentioned already, Imogen Bankier, you know, had said, you know, if you learn a lot from losing, I've learned a lot recently.
Yes.
So they're not used to winning games recently.
No, but you know, sometimes you get into long runs of no wins, and then suddenly you get the break, and then things come so easy suddenly, and you win a lot of matches. So it's all mental. There's a lot of mental things in this.
Well, they're 6 points away from a third win in these World Championships, but they are 6 tough to get points. And still in the balance, this match.
That's well played. Really, really well played.
Clever shot.
15.
Yeah, that was a shot for Chris Adcock to cover. But he was covering down the middle, waiting for the attack, the drive down the middle. Yeah, there's no doubt you can feel the tension. Maybe the experience of the Japanese pair is really showing now.
Well, he's thrown in some unforced errors, but he's also thrown in the odd winner as well, Chris Adcock.
Which is still just enough to keep them at this, like 3 or 4 points ahead.
Yes, if it starts to get to 2 and 1, you fear for them.
Yes, I must say I do.
A much needed liquid break for these 4. Heart and soul. Aspiration. Hard for them too, just to watch on.
Probably even worse. Can't do anything.
Flag. 13-12.
Breathing space. That's what they've got here at the moment. Adcock and Bankier. A little room for error.
Service over, 13-17.
That's a good attack here. Good smash down the line.
Shiota. Ikeda.
Trying to be a little bit too clever. There's Adcock there, I think. He wasn't ready when the serve was struck. And he was clearly indicating it, but when the serve then was a fault, then you know he was trying to take it. So, okay, that's mine. That's good return. Really good return. Aggressive. The thing is that had I been Ikeda, I would have been thinking about flicking that serve because he's serving a lot of low services. But chances are that you could get faulted, so he's opting for the short one.
The defensive winner from Ikeda this time. Very well blocked. And they've got it back to within 3 points now, have it? Ikeda and Shiota here.
Now it's crunch time for the Japanese pair. They have to get 1 or 2 more now.
Two more points for Bankier and Adcock. That's what's required for a place in the last 8. They've disposed of the number 8 seeds, Songpon and Kunchala. And now here they are up against the number 15 seeds. Match points. But right at the start of the game, you were saying he needs to get more aggressive, and he's carried that through.
Yeah, he must have been listening somewhere along the line.
Service over, 16-20.
Communal gasp inside the Wembley Arena. Still 4 more match points.
Yeah, it's tough for Ikeda to serve another four services here. The pressure is enormous.
British hopes are still alive and kicking in Wembley. Bankier and Adcock have done it again. Another seed goes by the way. 21-16. They turn the match on its head after going a set down. A decisive advantage right at the start of this final game, and they kept that lead throughout.
17-21, 21-15, 21-16.
And at the match point here, Morton flat on their backs. They've given it all.
Well played, and congratulations to the young pair.
Well, it's been the biggest week of their pro careers, hasn't it? Adcock and Bankier. And the dream continues. They're in the quarterfinals. Took just over an hour after losing that first set. It looked desperate, but they fought and they got the better of Ikeda and Shiota. So who will they face in the last 8? It's either going to be the Polish pair, the number 14 seeds of Matoisiak and Ziba, or Jiaming and Tian of China, the number 4 seeds. But I don't think they'll care who it is, really, because they progressed to really where they would have been dreaming of progressing to start of the week. They're in the quarterfinals. They've knocked out 2 of the seeds. Terrific match.